This one's about spelling. Two B's or not two B's? That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind or nobler in the mind. I just love language. Just really like language. I like roots of words and how it all works. I don't even know that the Latin for education is educare, which means to be bored in an underventilated room. I've only actually ever been sent off once in my entire football career. And what happened was I took a throw-in and the referee went, foul throw. And in my disappointment, I put the ball down and said, bollocks. Right, to myself. I didn't say it to him. And neither did I rush up to him and put my face this far from his with my temples exploding. Because if I'd have done that, it would have been like John Terry. And I don't want to be like John Terry. I was watching Match of the Day a couple of years ago with my mum. And she said, Rory, if John Terry earns £180,000 a week, why does he cut his own hair with a knife and fork? I've seen better hair on Tuckney Bacon. Translations are available. So I didn't do any of that stuff. I just put the ball down and said bollocks to myself. Anyway, he called me over and he said, I'm sending you off for foul and abusive language. I couldn't believe it. I was really angry. Anyway, I said to him, that is a harsh sentence indeed. And one most unlooked for from your lips. I will go to the touchline, but as I go, I will make this picture my paper and with rainy eyes write sorrow in the bosom of the 6-yard box. And then I hit him. And basically my dad had such a broad accent that I couldn't understand a word he said. Well, I was born and bred and buttered in the North Country, and I've often spoken with flat vowels and sometimes I've even worn flat caps. I've never heard out like my old man in here, because I've been in Oswestry, they threatened out 20 years, and Kinoculture from India, and said out to Club and I've been going all of it. So I googled Jay-Z to see what his lyrics were about and to see what his message to the world was. And he doesn't have one. Because what he does is pure solipsism. Solipsism is the philosophy that self-existence is the only truth. It's egomania to the point of mental ill health. And what's interesting is the more alcohol you drink, the more likely you are to exhibit solipsism, and the least likely you are to be able to say it. Anyway, so I thought, well, these lyrics, they were about other rappers that I'd never heard of and how shit they were. And then he went on to say how hard he was, and then he went on to say how good in bed, well actually how good at sex, because I'm good in bed. Put me head on the pillow, I'm away. I've also got a very novel way of changing duvet covers, so you could say I'm handy in the bedroom department. So, having said all that, then Jay-Z goes on to say how incredibly wealthy he is. So I'm reading all this and thinking, bless. He's insecure, isn't he? He's insecure. That's why he holds his willy when he's singing, because he thinks someone's going to take it off him. So I thought, well, you've got to have a bit of compassion for the man, because he had a very difficult upbringing. Apparently when he was hanging in the hood, which I'm obviously sure the hood is filled, when he was hanging in the hood, all his mates had designer trainers, Adidas and Nike, but because his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Z, because they were so poor, he had to wear a pair of Kermit the Frog Wellington boots. And that's what made him the embittered misanthrope that he is today. And I was hoping that by playing Glastonbury it could heal him, right? Because it would give him a chance to wear Wellingtons appropriately. Because when I wear Wellingtons appropriately, I feel good. I feel powerful. I feel godlike. It's as though I could just walk through water. So here's the poem I wrote for the occasion of Jay-Z playing that. If this year there's not a drip drop, then you'll hear the sound of clip clop, and that's the flapping of my flip flops as I'm dancing to some hip hop by some jerk who thinks he's tip top and should be working in a chip shop. So, yes, mystery. So if you go out tonight after the gig, you look at the stars, and those stars, tiny little pinprick of light in the sky. But some of those stars are as big as Welsh pool. And they look so small because they're literally hundreds of miles away. It's incredible, isn't it? It's absolutely Brian Cox. So I really like sleeping underneath the stars. It's one of my favourite things to do. And here's a poem about sleeping underneath the stars. I'm staying in a 1,000,000-star hotel room. I'm lying underneath a light bulb moon. Fluffy pillow clouds below my head. The sky's my groovy duvet, and the earth my bed. And these flat fields are my fabulous fern and forest pattern fitted sheets, stretched across the vast elastic fatness of the planet's fantastic mattress. Earth my bed, sky my groovy duvet. So I think this is a love song. It's a love song. Do you know I'm 58 years old? But I'm my own boss, that's what I say. So let's stop fighting, let's stop bitching. We're always arguing the toss. You call it liking, I call it bitching. Let's call the whole thing moss. So, right, this poem, it's not so much a poem, there's a list. And it's a list of British birds. Sometimes I might repeat the bird's name, sometimes it might be in the singular or the plural, but it's basically a list of British birds. And the intent was basically to elevate what is basically a tale of decadence and degradation. So, here we go. It's called A Pheasant Night Owl Not. Swallow, swift night jars, house martin, puffin jays, cuckoo, brambling stone chat, stork bullfinch, chiff chaff chuff, spotted crake, kittiwake, jackdaw, merlin, robin, scarlet rosefinch. Scarlet rosefinch. Little bitten. Scarlet rosefinch, not little gull. Scarlet rosefinch, great tits. Great plover. Kite pheasant shag. I'd a woodpecker. Carry on raven. Swallow swift night jars, puffin jays, larks, sure larks. Robin, bearded tip, would chuck yellow hammers, wren martin would duck swift. Carry on raven, swallow swift night jars, puffin jays, wren, I'd a little turn. Garden warbler, great grey shrike, foul smew. Mallard. White throat, wry neck, rough. Field fair, rough. Great skewer, sheer water. Swallow swift, great sheer water. Coot, sheer water. I do all these things that old hippies do. I like to try and use ecologically sound washing products. Ecover, yeah, keeps your conscience clean. If nothing else. Yeah, no, I started using Ecover. I had this conversion on the road to Domestos. And I found that Domestos doesn't just kill germs, but it actually maims, tortures and humiliates them first. And I thought I don't want anything to do with that, so I started using Ecover. And Ecover is actually kind to dirt and stains. It asks them politely if they wouldn't mind leaving. But if they want to stick around, well, that's cool too. So I did a gig at a vegetarian restaurant last year, and I thought, I'll do some site-specific material. So I googled famous vegetarians. And there was the usual suspects, Mahatma Gandhi, Paul McCartney. But there was a few surprises, and one of them was Jesus. I could have sworn he had a brief but very successful fish restaurant on the shores of Lake Galilee. And I think they fed 5,000 people, right, with 2 fishes and 5 loaves. That must have been the birth of Nouvelle Cuisine. Little drizzle of Galilee water. So now, I love vegetables. Her last weekend remognant, Scorpio angel, I will always love you true. Between Oswestry and infinity, I will be with you. And every time we part, I feel the pain and hurt and sorrow. Your sweet lips will break my heart. And you say, alright then, tidier is that. Come here with a Muckling woman on my mind. She lives in Canadian and Muckling. Sometimes. Yeah, what else do I do that hippies do? Yeah, I'm into small-scale alternative energy, microgeneration. I'm not trying to cause a big sensation. I'm just talking about microgeneration. Why don't you all fit more solar panels and stuff? And on my van, I've got a solar panel and a lunar panel. The solar panel runs my stereo and lights, and the lunar panel collects enough moonlight over 1 month to make 1 wish. Sadly, there's no grid to sell it back to. You know, if you have a really... They've got one in Totnes, obviously. I don't know if anyone's ever been to Totnes, but wow. Like, just mystical bookshops, hundreds of them, amazing. So I went in one of them and I said, excuse me, I'm looking for a book on vegetarian recipes for reincarnated Cathars. Actually, that's that section. Yeah, to be honest, I think all that sort of new agey stuff, it works better in the southwest. It doesn't really sort of clean up north. So like my niece, she's got a baby, she goes to this mother and baby yoga class. And I've seen what goes on, basically. They go in there, they wedge the baby into a full lotus, and then they piss off for a cup of tea. Is that spiritual?